Look, the kids, man. The kids are in the studio Friday. They got everything everywhere, man. It's crazy. I'm not blaming. I'm just saying.
Good morning and welcome to Hashtag Rise and Grind. I am your host, Glenn Lundy. I am a husband to one, a father to seven, and the creator of what is going to be the number one most watched morning show in the world. It is 5:30 a.m. and I hope that you are ready to rise and grind.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. How are you, my friend? How are you, my friend? Today is Monday, August 12th, 2019. That's right. It's Monday, August 12th, 2019. And what's crazy is today is the very first and very last time it'll ever be Monday, August 12th, 2019. So I want to make sure we make the absolute most of this incredible day. Fair enough? Let's make the absolute most of this incredible day. August 12th, 2019. Dude, check it out. 1 year ago. 1 year ago today, exactly 1 year ago today, I held the first ever hashtag Rise and Grind event in Paris, Kentucky. Dude, it was insane. It truly was insane. Like, we had this idea, it was a vision, it became my mission. We literally shut down the city, like the city of Paris. They shut down the streets to all traffic around City Hall. And we... Sorry about that little connection issue. Remind me later. I got a call. Spectrum, because we're having some issues with the internet here in the office. Sorry. We should be strong now. So a year ago today, we did this thing, right? This Rise and Grind event in Paris, Kentucky, where we shut down the city. We shut down all the roads, and we were right in front of City Hall. We built this massive stage, and it was incredible because we had people come in from all over the country. It was actually the first time that I ever met Steve Brewster. We had people come in from all over the country and volunteers like Nars. Nars came all the way from Texas. He drove overnight all the way from Texas, and then he volunteered and helped put together the stage. BG Campbell was there. It was my first opportunity to meet her, which was incredible. It was just this big special event. I mean, Roddy Chong was one of my speakers, as was Kelsey Malaco, which was awesome. And my wife dove right in and helped everybody with everything. My wife was just amazing. She was fantastic. And the kids were there. It was just this incredibly special event. 1 year ago today, we had the first ever hashtag Rise and Grind event. Now, since then, because that event was outside at City Hall. It was like 80 something degrees and the sun was coming in over the building, like just banging. People wouldn't even sit in the chairs. They were like all standing in the shade over in the corners. It was crazy. It was crazy. But since then, we've gotten air conditioning.
Largest business conference in Nashville, Tennessee this year, but there's a twist. It's not just a business conference, it's the largest business conference with a missional mindset.
This word reinvent. Why reinvent? Well, the game has changed.
You are more powerful than the outside world. Nothing can stop you.
How can we spread our message in the largest and quickest way?
Be the guy that's working, be the guy that peels off, be the guy that everybody else wants to point at him.
Victory is in your veins. It feels normal because it is.
Listen to me, if Shaka Dyson could go from poverty to being a president of his own company, I want you to say, I can too.
Do you believe that what you do matters?
We continue to rise, evolve, and make a massive impact. So a year ago, we did an event outside in Paris, Kentucky, and it was absolutely incredible. And I tease when I say this year we have AC. Obviously, we do. We're indoors at Cornerstone Nashville Church, August 16th and 17th. This coming Friday, man, it's going to be incredible. Friday night, we've got 2 speakers lined up, plus powerful performances Friday night, and then Saturday we have 6 speakers lined up. Plus, we have 2 breakout sessions in the middle of the day, which is going to be absolutely incredible, and powerful performances throughout. We also have some giveaways that we're doing. We're going to be impacting some families. It's just going to be this absolutely incredible event. And thanks to our sponsors, including Car Saver. We've got the Car Saver sponsor. We have Hunt Brothers. We've got our incredible people over at Marriage Movement, which is the free online Facebook group. Thanks to all of our sponsors, we're able to bring this event to you for super cheap. So go check it out at growforgod.com if you haven't got your tickets yet. But I'm actually headed down there today. I'm headed down to Nashville, Tennessee. I'm going to step into the church. I'm going to meet up with Darian. We're going to walk through all of the production. We got to make sure all the videos are on point. All the sound is on point. All the timing is on point. There's all these different things that we got to figure out. And so for the last few days, or probably weeks, if you ask my wife, for the last few weeks, it's all I can think about. This event is all I can think about. Grow your business for God's sake. It has completely consumed my life in such a powerful and unique way. Because you see, that first hashtag Rise and Grind event that we had a year ago today, that event was a life-changing event. It was a life-changing event for me. It was a life-changing event for a lot of people that were in attendance. It's just this incredible event. So I know the power that these events can have. I know the potential that this particular event has, and so it's consumed me. Now, last night I had a dream, and I'm sharing this with you because I just feel like we're friends, right? We get together in the morning, and you're my friend, I'm your friend. We have a strong relationship. I can share these things with you, right? I'm going to tell my wife all about it a little bit later when I get back to the house. But I had a dream last night, and it was like the end of the world was imminent. It was kind of like the end of the world, but it's, you know how dreams are. Dreams get crazy, right? But there was tragedy coming, and some would survive, but most would not. And we had already pretty much committed that I and my family, we weren't going to survive this tragedy, right? We weren't going to survive, and most of the world was not. And so as these flood waters started pouring in, it was interesting. We were actually in a big apartment complex. We weren't in a house, but as these flood waters started to pour in, there was a storm, right? There was a storm that came in, and then the waters started to rise. And as these flood waters started to come in, we were kind of positioned in different places out the house. And I remember standing, and I was looking out the window. And as I was standing there looking out the window, this building that we were in, this entire building, like lifted up, it got uprooted, and it started to move, right? The whole building started to float. And my wife was on the phone. I remember this so clearly. My wife was on the phone. She was on the phone with her mom, and she was just covering her mom in prayer. Right? Like my wife, she kind of looked at me, and she had this little smile, not like exhilarated smile, not excited smile, but she just had this little smile on her face like, hey, Glenn, it's going to be okay. And she was praying over her mom, right? In the dream. And my kids were there, and they were in the room, and my kids were like jumping from couch to couch. They were just kind of enjoying the ride, right? Like they didn't realize what was coming. They didn't realize that this was the end. They were just kind of bouncing around, and my daughter Savannah, of course, she was she was off over at a friend's house. I remember asking my wife, I'm like, where is Savannah? And my wife's like, she's at a friend's house, which is usually the case. My daughter's a major socialite, and so she was over at a friend's where she was happy. And my kids were bouncing from couch to couch, oblivious to the trials that were going on outside the window. And my wife was on the phone with her mother. She was covering her in prayer. And I just remember standing there looking out the window as the building began to move. And I was saddened. I was deeply saddened. But then as I looked around at my wife, my kids, and the situation, as I looked around, as the waters started to rise and things started to fall apart, I started to find this very strange, like, strength and joy. And then the water started to come in, and it started to hit my feet, and it came up, and it hit me in the face. And as it hit me in the face, I woke up. I woke up and it was 3:30 in the morning. And I felt really different stepping into my morning 5 this morning. I just felt more like alive. I felt more like confident, more like I felt stronger this morning than I have the last few weeks. Like, this is the week that I have an opportunity to step into my destiny. You realize that? This is the week that I have an opportunity to step into my destiny. And through the storms, there's storms going on all around me, I have all of these things, right? I have all the different pieces, all the components, the speakers and the arrivals and the attendees and the financial side of things and the sponsors and the booths and the lanyards and making sure that the books are there and the gear and the timing and the songs and the videos and making sure I've got all of these things. And in the middle of that, of course, we have battles. We have battles with our children and battles with our spirituality and battles with ourselves and battles with our morning routines. And we have to make sure that we, are bringing in the income to take care of the families and making good decisions and staying in line with our missions and our visions and our values. And sometimes we feel down and we have sickness, and other times we feel great and we feel strong. And all of these things, all of these storms, all of these floodwaters that are coming in and they're rising. But I realized something this morning. I realized that in the midst of all of that, I have the things that I treasure most. I have my family. I have my rise and grinders. And I have my God. Listen, friends, let's dance. For those of you that know, and those of you that don't know, this is the part of the show where I need you to hit that share button. That's right. I need you to hit that share button, because I believe if we can change the way people start their day, it'll make a massive impact on this planet. I truly believe that. This is also the part of the show where I want you to say good morning to me, and I'm going to say good morning to you. Whether you're watching live or you're watching on replay, say what's up, and I'll say what's up back. Fair enough? What's up, Eric Burns? What's up, Cece Eberly? How you doing, Paige Kurtzinger, Janelle Griego, Susan Rose, Casey Rossiter, Pam Biddle, Nathaniel Banks? What's up, Josh? Oh, what's up, Vicky Everett? How you doing, Angela Heath? What's up, Janelle Griego? Jeff Baker. Hi, Jessica. Great to see you, Jessica. What's up, man? We got Casey Rossiter's up in here, and Emily Goffler's up in here. What's up, Whitney Wells? Jean-Paul Guidry? Jean Paul Guidry or is it Gene? Is it Gene or John? Sean, I'll find out. I'll find out in Tennessee. What's up, Don Sankey? What's up, Jeremy Noling, Sherry Stelly, Christopher Pruitt, Sean Woodward, Carrie Lynn Carter. Everybody's up in here on hashtag Rise and Rise. Y'all ready to get deep? Y'all ready to get deep? Let's do it, dude. It was a deep dream, man. It was a deep dream. Let's get deep. Listen, what's up, Chris Brooks? Man, it's good to see you. Tony Tito Washington. Tony's going to perform this song right here at the Grow Your Business for God's Sake conference on Friday. Or no, I think on Saturday. But he's going to do this song. It's going to be amazing. What's up, Mike Stevens? Pablo Jimenez. Yeah, got it clear. What's up, BG Campbell? Up in here with the M5 tribe. I love it. Listen, let's get deep, dude. My son Fisher, the other day, this little dude, he likes throwing stuff, man. He likes, what's up, Jeff Baker? He likes throwing stuff. What's up, John Allen? He likes Michael Venters. He likes throwing stuff. He likes hitting things. That's like his new thing. So my lovely 2-year-old, my man right here, Mr. Fisher Grant, this little dude, he broke my TV. He broke my TV last week. Now this TV that he broke, this is a 70-inch. This is a 70-inch LG Ultra HD 4K TV up in what's left of the Glenn Lundy man cave. He took this big cardboard tube that had a rolled up picture of Brian Benstock and Eric Thomas in it. And he took that big rolled up tube and he banged it right there on the TV and he smashed it. The TV's destroyed. It's gone. By the way, make sure you hit that like button and those hearts, man. I always love it. I love it when I see the likes and I love it when I see the hearts. It just fuels me in the mornings. So my man broke my TV, and I remember when I got that TV. I remember when I very first got that TV, we went up, my boy Aaron Jones, we got it mounted on the wall. We wired everything into the little closet that connects everything. And I just remember, boom, turning it on for the first time and seeing Ultra HD 4K. I remember watching like these videos with like animals and stuff, right? Like in the jungles, in the Amazon, so on and so forth, right? I remember watching that and seeing the snake slither in all the different colors, and I could see every leaf. And I remember grabbing my wife and bringing my wife up and being like, honey, look at this. This is incredible. I never even knew, like it's better than our actual eyesight, right? Like I can see better on this TV than I can see in real life. That's how incredible the quality was. And I just remember sitting back and looking at the picture, and I remember the beauty of it. And so my wife calls me the other day and she says, Glenn, are you sitting down? I said, yeah, I'm sitting down. She said, okay, good. I need you to stay sitting down. I need you to stay sitting down. I'm like, okay, what's going on? Something's wrong. What's up? And my wife says, Fisher, your boy Fisher, he broke your TV. He said, your boy Fisher broke your TV. And see, I was actually sitting at lunch when my wife called. I was sitting with this guy. I was sitting with my boy, Michael Kerrigan, which Michael Kerrigan, if you look in your planner, Michael Kerrigan, if you're not using your planner, you need to dust that sucker off. Michael Kerrigan wrote today's quote in the planner, and it says, be cautious of advice from someone you wouldn't trade places with, right? Be cautious of advice from someone you wouldn't trade places with. So I thought that was a great quote. So I was sitting there with Michael. My wife calls in. She says, Fisher broke your TV. And I felt frustrated at first, but I wasn't mad. I was frustrated, but I wasn't mad. You know why? Because it's just stuff, dude. It's just stuff. Like, who cares? You see, I've had Hellcats. I've driven those, and I've had fancy watches, and I've been to the finest parties and drank the finest champagnes. I've traveled in helicopters and on private planes. I've done all of the stuff, and it's all just stuff. And I'm here to tell you this morning that this stuff that we get so attached to, this stuff that we think is so beautiful, this stuff that draws her in and it catches our eyes, this stuff, it never lasts. It never lasts. It gets old. It wears down. It breaks. It's just stuff. And you see, I get it now. I can see clearly, like today, I didn't used to get it. If my wife would have called me and told me that the TV was broke a while back, I promise you, if she would have told me my 4K Ultra HD was broke, oh, it would have been on. It would have been on in the Lundy house. I would have been so upset. I used to spend hours upon hours upon hours glued in front of that TV. My wife used to go to bed at 10 p.m. or 9:30, and I would go upstairs and I'd stay up there until midnight just watching mindless stuff on the 4K Ultra HD. I don't even watch the TV anymore. I don't even see it anymore. I go to bed when my wife goes to bed. I get in bed with my wife. We don't go to sleep, but I go to bed with my wife. And maybe we'll throw something on the TV. Maybe we'll read a book. Maybe I'll do some training with one of my coaches or my mentor. But I'm telling you, it's just stuff. Who cares? I get it now. I see clearly today. See, all of your stuff, all of your hopes, all of your dreams, all of your desires, all of these things, I want you to know that they are never, ever, 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 ever going to fill you or fuel you. That's right. You heard it here, folks. You heard it here first, folks. The things that you dream about having, those desires that I wish I had the big mansion. I wish I had the boat. I wish I had the car. I wish I had all the money. All of these things, they are never going to fill you or fuel you. Never. They're never going to fill you or fuel you. It always has been and always will be about relationships. Period. You see, I am stronger and will continue to be stronger with 1 million friends than I am with $1 million. That will always be the case. I read an interesting article the other day. I want to share this with you guys. On paper, in today's day and age, listen to this stat. Every follower that you have on social media, okay, and this is going to sound crazy. Every follower that you have on social media is worth $30 annually. When they put together business values now, when they're valuing a business on what it can sell for or what it's worth, every follower that business has, okay, every fan that business has on one of their pages is worth $30 a year, okay? So when you do the math, and don't get me wrong, you can just follow me here for just a second. When you do the math, that means if someone walks up to you and says, here, I'd like to give you $1 million, or if someone walks up to you and says, here, I'd like to give you 1 million fans, the 1 million fans is worth 30 times the $1 million. Now listen, this is true for the first time in history. Now don't get me wrong, I'm not saying go chase followers. That's not what I'm saying at all. What I'm saying is we are finally living in a world for the first time in history where people are starting to realize that connections and relationships are worth more than dollars and cents. Connections and relationships. Okay? Connections and relationships are worth more than dollars and cents. Got that? So my question to you today is, what are you chasing? What are you chasing? Are you chasing dollars and cents? Or are you chasing relationships? Because I don't care whether it's business. I don't care whether it's your life. When it comes down to the end, when it comes down to the end of times, when the floods are coming in, when the storms are surrounding us, when the whole entire foundation has lifted up, I can tell you right now from experience, you're not going to care about any of this stuff. You're not going to care about any of the dollars or the cents. All you're going to care about is the relationships that you made along the way. All you're going to care about is the people that you were able to connect with, the people that you were able to make an impact in their lives. All you're going to care about is the generations that you affected, the generations that you affected in this life, in the next. All you're going to care about is the people all around the world who you were able to put a smile on their face. All you're going to care about is the people that you get to laugh with and share your experiences. All you're going to care about is the people who you indirectly connect with. By building relationships with one person, you're able to connect and build relationships with others. All you're going to care about is the people all over that God put in your life, that put you in theirs. All you're going to care about is those relationships. I read this thing here on Sarah Ball. Let me see if I meant to pull it up. Let me see if I can find it. This is Sarah Ball. Sarah Ball lives in, I believe it's Great Britain. And she posted this picture with her and, her and all of her kids in their Rise and Grind gear. They got their Rise and Grind Raglins, and she's wearing her Rise and Grind Nation shirt. And she posted this with that. She says, "Have you ever crossed paths with someone and you just knew? You just knew they had grit. You just knew they had passion. You just knew they had that it factor. Mr. Glenn Lundy, you, my friend, have outdone yourself. We received our Rise and Grind gear last night. To say we are giddy is an understatement. And please pass along a huge thank you to Mrs. Leslie Lundy. The expedited shipping overseas is very much appreciated. Folks, if you're not already stocking Glenn Lundy, you're missing out. He is the morning show to tune into, but brace yourself. Your world will be impacted forever. Forever grateful." The kind words that she shared, I love those. I do love the kind words. But more than the words, I love the pictures. I love the joy on her face. I love how the kids are like, "Oh, Mom, we got to take more pictures," right? But I love the joy of what I see here. And this is all the way across the pond, man, all the way on the other side of the world. My wife sent her the package. It didn't even have an address, had a bunch of numbers. So she's obviously in the military. I'm not sure if she's in the military herself, married into the military. I don't really know at this point. I will know as we develop this relationship. But when she posted that, when I saw those pictures, it was the reminder that I want to remind you today. What are you chasing? Are you chasing dollars and cents? Because that's all just stuff. That's all just stuff. It will grow old. It will wear down. It will break and it will go away. Chase the relationships. The relationships are worth so much more. Because see, that's how we were designed. We were designed, you, my friend, were designed as a child of God. You were designed by the God of the universe, the God who made everything. He made you. He made you to be the absolute best version of yourself that you can possibly be, so that you can rise every single day, evolve into this amazing human being, and make an impact on other people. It's all about this big word together, my friends. The bigger your impact, the higher your value. The bigger your impact your business makes, the higher its value. It's all about what you can do in your relationships for others, serving other people. And I know you're making good decisions. You're watching hashtag Rise and Grind. You're getting up early. You're hitting the morning fives. You're doing all of these things. And I want you to know that they're making an impact on your friends, on your family members, on your coworkers. And they've made a massive impact on me. Seriously, dude. I stinking love all you people. You're just amazing human beings. You made a massive impact in my life. So thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And listen, if you need more videos like this, you can go to glennlundy.com. If you need some Rise and Grind gear, go to glennlundy.com. If you haven't got your tickets yet to grow your business, for God's sake, make sure you go get those at glennlundy.com. But most importantly, will you come back here again tomorrow morning, 5:30 a.m. We'll do this all over again. We'll do it all over again here on hashtag Rise and Grind. Have an incredible day, my friends. Have an incredible, amazing, over-the-top day. Pow, 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 pow. Deuces.
Every day I wake up is a blessing and a challenge. Ain't no stressing, I just manage. Steady building up my balance. I've been trusted with these talents to use to my advantage, to expand my vantage and level up my status. I got a calling, I feel like Solomon. Forever we ballin', forever I'm following the Heavenly Father. Whether I got 5 talents or 1, I'm gonna make it multiply until you tell me well done, well done. I don't do no stressing, know you see me flexing, yeah, praise is my weapon. I'm just reaching for my blessings, stretching, reaching for my blessings. Grow your business for God's sake, for God's sake. See me winning cause I got faith in God's grace. I've been putting in overtime, I've been working all day. Grow your business for God's sake, for God's sake. The mission is to be the best version of myself, make the world better when I've left, and build generational wealth. Teaching your lessons, leave an impression, increase my investments, keep reaching for your blessings. We rise, evolve, impact together, out here building bridges, stretch it to the max, ain't about my father's business. Certain I've been working daily on my job, put it in overdrive, cause it's time to grow for God.